Hey friends. Hi guys. No. Crap doodles. Like, hello. Uh, okay. Hey, so happy Tuesday, guys. Hello, hello. I want to say hi to my mom and my dad and my sister and all my family members who watch. I hope all of you had a great Labor Day. I relaxed and I had a little grill out in the backyard with my housemates. Hey, Shanique, how you doing, doll? Oh, you know what? Let me get this to Pandora real quick. So, it's Tuesday. I took Monday off. It was Labor Day. I needed a break from my labor. So, I took the day off. I had a lovely day. I hung out in my hammock. I had blueberry mimosas, which is delicious, and you guys need to get into it. I cooked out. It was a great day yesterday. I hope you guys had a wonderful Labor Day as well. We have got plenty. Whoa, that's a little bit loud. We have got plenty of stories today for you guys. So, hi, Facebook friends, you know the deal. As you come in, hey, Obed, hi, Lotus We Create. As you come in, Facebook, please say hi so I can greet you properly. Because as we all know, Facebook don't let me know who's watching unless you say hi. Okay? All right. So we are going to get started in 3 minutes. Tonight we have stories about the late, great Jay Dilla. My photographers, we have some good news for you guys as well. We have some unfortunate news having to do with Ahmaud Arbery, the gentleman who was killed while running in Atlanta. And then we have an update on VidAngel and their $62 million judgment against them. So we've got a very full evening tonight. Very excited. Did you guys do anything fun over the weekend? Let me know in the comments. Anything enjoyable. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. I saw some of y'all out at the beaches and on these streets like it's still not a global pandemic. COVID's still out here, people. Okay? But live your life, I guess. Hey, P. Jackson, how you doing, girl? I feel like I haven't seen you in like a couple weeks. You been all right? All right, we're getting started in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I don't need that right now. Trying to think if I have any announcements for you guys. Did anybody get a chance to check out Accelerate 180, the virtual conference I told you about last week? Anybody? I was in there. There was some good stuff going on in there. Okay? We're getting started soon. We're getting started soon. Make sure at 8:05 you share this out to your people, okay? That's the one thing I asked you guys to do consistently. Just share this out. every share that you give counts. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you in advance. You guys are awesome. So trying to think. Y'all, summer's almost over. I'm very sad. I don't want it to go away. I don't want to be cold again. But I guess all good things must come to an end, I guess. All right, it's 8:05. So we are going to get started. I'm hitting the record button, all right? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. Hey, Margaret. This is, hey, Royalties and Yoga. Hey, 76 Group. Oh, y'all know, y'all wait for me to hit the record button before you pop in. I'm seeing what's happening now. All right. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time watching, if you're new here, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I am the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help you guys get your business paperwork together. Thank you for the Happy Tuesday, Royalties and Yoga. Yes, so things like getting your business registered with the state, meaning your articles of incorporation, getting EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, having operating agreements, basic brand protection strategies, making sure you have appropriate contracts for clients and business partners, hiring policies that don't violate federal law. I help you establish all of those things. If you're wondering why I'm qualified, I'm so happy you asked. I'm a licensed attorney, have been one for 14 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful in business, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that's why I'm here. So if you are in the startup phase of your business and you think, or you know you need some help, some legal help, or if you are thinking about starting a business and you just don't know where to start, I'm your girl. And if you want to get in contact with me, there are many ways to do that. One of the best ways is to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. And if you are a first-time client, book your free 15-minute consultation, okay? That is only for first-time clients. Second, you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet. It is a PDF document that basically takes you through the process of choosing what type of business you want to start and giving you those initial steps to getting it done in 7 days or less, right? As well, at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, you can subscribe to my YouTube and my podcast, where you can watch all the back episodes of this show or listen to them, however format you want to consume your media. And many of my digital products, my video trainings, my ebooks, and things like that, those are available at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm as well. So my EIN training, my video training, where I actually take you to the IRS website where you can get your EIN number, and I show you how to do it. My DUNS number training, where I do the exact same thing. My operating agreement training, where I show you how to create a single member LLC operating agreement. You can pick all those up at NPL Consulting LLC, okay? But yes, so that is enough about me. Hi, King Irie Herbals LLC. Let's talk about the show. So the way that the show works, I see a couple of new faces in here today. The way that the show works is I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you lovely people send me. Hey, Miss Whitney. Y'all go check out my girl, Miss Whitney at K. Rusaw Apparel, okay? Stories that I think have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we discuss them, okay? So this is a time for all of us to get our comments, our questions in, as long as they are respectful. Hello, Sincere39, all right? So I want everybody to participate. I will be asking questions. I will be, asking for emojis and things like that. So, keep your fingers ready, keep your eyes and your ears open, all right? Okay. So first story that we are talking about tonight. In my stories this morning, I asked you guys if you were fans of the producer slash rapper by the name of Jay Dilla. Now, the people who responded in the poll, I got about 42% who said yes. So looking at this group here, is anyone here a fan of Jay Dilla? And while you, hey Zephyrina, if you are a fan of Jay Dilla, give me a J in the comments. Now, for those of you who may not know who Jay Dilla is, he is a producer and rapper. He was one of the founding members of the group Slum Village. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2006 due to what is believed to be a blood disorder or possibly lupus. Thank you, King Irie Herbals LLC. But he left behind a discography that is still treasured by many fans today, right? So, like I said, Jay Dilla passed away in 2006. That was 14 years ago. Thank you, Royalties and Yoga. And there was an album that he released days before his death called Donuts. And there was a song on that album called Working on It. Anybody here who gave me a J for Jay Dilla? If you remember his song Working on It, give me a 1 in the comments. If you are a Jay Dilla fan and you remember his song Working on It, give me a 1 in the comments. Okay? Now, this song has, even though Jay Dilla is no longer here, his family still, has his intellectual property rights. So they're able to make money from that. And Jay Dilla's song Working on It was actually licensed out to Netflix and was used in 2 of Dave Chappelle's comedy specials, right? Here's the issue. Here's why we're talking about Jay Dilla today. There is a company called Man Can Music Limited. They are suing Jay Dilla's estate or recording company because apparently there is a song that they recorded, a group recorded called the 10cc's, a song called The Worst Band in the World. It was created in 1974. And they are saying that Jay Dilla and his people illegally used a sample of this song from the 10cc's album, and they want damages. They say that they have been trying to reach Jay Dilla's people since 2014. Please remember that Jay Dilla passed away in 2006. So they said they've been trying to reach, Jay Dilla's people, whoever, for the last 6 years, but they have filed a copyright infringement suit against Jay Dilla's estate, and they want the damages that have, arisen from his, unauthorized use of their work. And they also want destruction of, the derivative works from that sample. So, to my audience here, whether you are a Dilla fan or not, what do you think about this music company suing Jay Dilla's estate for the unauthorized use of this 1974 sample? Remember, Jay Dilla passed away in 2006. His album was released a few days before that. This company said they started reaching out to Jay Dilla's, people in 2014. So what happened between 2006 and 2014 is my question. You waited 8 years, or you found out 8 years later? We don't know why they, why they're only coming up with this in 2014. I don't know if 2014 was the first time that the song was used on Netflix for Dave Chappelle's special. Maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe they were holding off on the copyright infringement claim because Jay Dilla had died and they didn't think anything was going to come of it. But this music company is suing for copyright infringement. So what do you guys think of that? Do you think that this is a smart move by this music company? Should Jay Dilla's estate, should the people who handle Jay Dilla's music be on the hook for this copyright infringement from 2006? What do we think? Or should we just let the dead rest? Royalties and Yoga said, is there a statute of limitations on these issues? So, as far as I know, From my experience, you have 3 years from the date that you discovered the infringement. So if they discovered the infringement in 2014, depending on when in 2014 they discovered it, they would probably have until 2017. I don't know why it's taken them so long. Why is it taking you 6 years? They say they've been trying. They've been trying. You were just trying to type the same? Yes. They say they've been trying to reach out to Dilla's people since 2014. I don't think that they're that hard to find. King Irie Herbalistic said it's too late, so let that man rest in peace. Okay. But what about this group, right? Don't they deserve their royalties since their property was sampled? What about that? Do they just go uncompensated? Zephyrina said, do they have proof it was their work? From what I read in the article, they do. It was an album that was actually put out there in the 1974. The name of the band is called the 10cc's. The name of the album, or the name of the song, was The Worst Band in the World. So you guys can look that up. But, yes, I am also of the opinion that, this man's been dead 14 years. Give it a rest. But also, this group did create this work. So where is the balance, right? What do we do in cases like this? Zephyrina said, let the man rest in peace. Yeah. I do think that we should let him rest in peace. You're going to look it up. And I remember a few years ago, I listened to an interview of Jay Dilla's mother. And Jay Dilla's estate actually does not make a lot of money. Jay Dilla's estate, for a long time, they lost a lot of his material. And I think his mom was actually struggling financially for a little bit. So it's not like Jay Dilla left this, huge monetary legacy. So I don't know exactly what this music group is planning to get out of this. But we're going to have to wait and see. So Dilla fans, go send an encouraging word to the J Dilla camp, right? Okay. Do we have any photographers in the audience tonight? If you're a photographer, or if you just like taking pictures with your phone, give me a camera emoji. Royalties and Yoga said if they were timely, they should get paid royalties. Okay, well, we'll have to see what happens, because this case has just been filed, so we don't even know if they're going to hear it. Hey, New Haitian, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. All right. Moving on to our next story. Do we have any photographers here? Whether you're, a professional photographer, amateur photographer, if you just like taking pictures on your phone and you know how to use all the filters to make it look really, fantastic. Yes, thank you, Margaret, for the camera emoji. Now, as we know, we talk a lot on here about photographers' works being misused, infringed upon, stolen, unlicensed, things like that, right? One of the ways that photographers try to combat that is to put their pictures onto platforms where they can get their recognition and their just due. One of these platforms is called SmugMug. Okay, thank you, Royalties and Yoga. So Margaret and Royalties and Yoga, as the resident photographers, have either of you ever used the services of either SmugMug or Pixie? If you have used either SmugMug or Pixie, give me an S and a P in the comments. So whichever one you use. Okay, you take pictures. You wouldn't say that you're a photographer. That's cool, Sincere 39. You better than me. I don't take pictures. But my resident photographers, if you have ever used SmugMug or Pixie, give me an S or a P in the comments. Now, what is SmugMug? You've used Pixie, Sincere? Okay. So SmugMug itself, SmugMug is a platform where photographers and creatives, they can upload their work onto their platform and people can see who made this and how do you contact them and things like that. Margaret Matthews said she just takes pictures on her phone. That's cool. Sincere 39 has used Pixie. Zephyrina has used Pixie. Well, Pixie, what they do is they actually monitor the internet for photographers and make, to see how their work is being used. You use UPic? Okay, I don't know what UPic is, royalties and yoga. But photographers delight because Pixie and SmugMug have come together to help you protect your work. Pixie and SmugMug are partnering to help photographers make licensing a lot easier. So on SmugMug now, when you upload your work, there's going to be one-click integration so you can get all your licensing info up on the website, without having to do it, for each and every picture. It can kind of be a group registration. And Pixie is going to establish some more monitoring services to help fight infringement. So if you make money or you want to make money from your photography, you are definitely going to want to check out Pixie and SmugMug because they are out here trying to help you protect your work from being stolen, okay? Now, we all know that intellectual property theft is becoming more and more rampant because of technology. So, of course, technology has to catch up. And SmugMug and Pixie, they're on the job. They're out here trying to help you protect your pictures. So, if you are a photographer and you you think that this is a good idea and you are thinking about using SmugMug, give me a 1 in the comments. If you don't think this is a good idea, give me a 2 in the comments. Zephyrina said that sounds like a good deal. It sounds like a good deal to me too. If I can, get that information in there and you already have the service in there that will look out for me instead of me having to go around and check the internet. Because think about how much time you could save if you don't have to be constantly scouring the internet to make sure your work isn't being infringed upon, right? Okay, so you guys think that's a good idea. I've got ones. All right, I think it's a great idea too. If I was a photographer, I would be signing up for SmugMug and Pixie on today. All right. So before we move on with our next story of the evening, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you're in the startup phase of your business and you need a legal friend in your ear to help you navigate these shaky business waters, I'm here for you. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and book yourself a free 15-minute consultation today, as well as at linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. You can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet. Okay? All right. Moving on to our next story of the evening. Thank you for the 1, Shanique. How many of you guys, while there have been many stories of, Black men being wrongfully killed in the news, does anybody remember the story of Ahmaud Arbery? If you remember the story of Ahmaud Arbery, please give me an AA in the comments. If you remember the story of Ahmaud Arbery, I'm going to give y'all a couple of minutes to get me the initials in the comments. If you remember the Ahmaud Arbery situation. Thank you, AP Jackson. I think AP Jackson, you're in Atlanta, so I'm sure you remember that. Dr. Obed Magni remembers. Sincere 39 remembers. Yes. So for those, thank you, Margaret Massey. For those of you who may not remember, Ahmaud Arbery was thank you, 76 Grim K, was a Black man who was running in a neighbor. Oh, you live in Dallas? Okay, thank you, royalties. Okay, you guys remember. So Ahmaud Arbery was a Black man who was running, I believe, in Atlanta, and was basically stalked by some white supremacists who then shot and killed him, and they also recorded it in the process. Now, for some reason, the general public didn't learn about this murder until about 3 months after it happened. And that's when people found out that no one had been arrested, and it started a bunch of protests and, and online campaigns to get these murderers arrested. Now, since, it's very sad, Zephyrina. Now, since Ahmaud Arbery's death, there have been a lot of, campaigns to try and get justice for him, but not all of them have been sanctioned. So if you didn't know, Ahmaud Arbery's mother, her name is Wanda Cooper Jones. She is accusing a foundation of misappropriating her son's name for their financial gain. There is a foundation called the 223 Foundation. I believe February 23rd. That may have been the day that Mr. Aubrey was murdered. They have been running campaigns, in the name of Ahmaud Arbery. They had something called I Run with Maud, which they did on Labor Day. They are trying to, fundraise and trying to raise awareness for his murder. And Ms. Jones said they never got my permission. She said she never agreed for them to use her son's name in connection with fundraising or any of these movements. She said she said I don't know these founders well, so she doesn't really know the people in these foundations, and she did not want the name of her son to be exploited. Now, 76 Grim K said, I read this. Was this a friend of his? The article did not tell me what relation the founders had to Ahmaud Arbery, so I cannot speak to that. I just know that the mother said she does not know these people well, right? Now, the founders of the 223 Foundation, they said that they have tried to reach out to Ahmaud Arbery's mother to resolve this in private, but apparently she is not interested in that. She does not like the fact that these people are using her son's name without her permission. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Now, they have responded and said, look, yes, we are raising funds, but we have not had any financial gain. All of these funds are going towards community resources and towards, justice campaigns for Ahmaud Arbery. Now, great goal, great purpose, all of this. But mom is saying, I don't want you using my son's name for this stuff. What do we think about this, right? Now, Ahmaud Arbery, yes, his name is not trademarked, but unfortunately, due to the situation, his name is something of celebrity, right? So even though mom doesn't have any technical, intellectual property rights in her son's name, what do we think about this group using his name without her permission? Zephyrina said the mom of the son in Colorado had a similar situation. Hi, Byron Hood. Yeah. See, and the thing is, I am always supportive of campaigns for justice. But when it comes to, situations like this where people are murdered, remember that they are people. They have family. They have friends. So it's not fair, especially if you don't have that much of a connection. AP Jackson, you said he was running in South Georgia. Okay, not Atlanta, South Georgia. Okay. But especially if you don't have a connection to this person, why are you trying to profit? Well, not profit, but why use their name, right? You can create a campaign for justice, but in using someone's actual name, that indicates some type of personal closeness, at least to me. So I don't think it's ethically right to use someone's name, whether or not it's trademarked. Margaret Massey said, I think I agree with his mother. They're playing on people's sympathies for mother. Zephyrina said, I would say... Wait, Royalties and Yoga said, should she trademark his name and then file suit? Let me get to that question in a moment. Zephyrina said, I would respect the mom. It's a hard situation. Yeah, respect the family's wishes. Now, regarding Royalties and Yoga's name. Now, mom would have to have some type of business purpose in order to trademark her son's name. Now, if she was trying to start her own, foundation, maybe the Ahmaud Arbery Foundation, then yeah, she could go ahead and start to trademark that. But again, you cannot just trademark something to keep other people from using it. You have to have a legitimate business purpose. So unless mom is coming out with a business premise or a nonprofit or something in her son's name, she doesn't really have a reason to protect his name. Okay. But yeah, I mean, this isn't something that's going to court, but I do think that it's something that we have to think about, particularly in this age where movements can pick up very quickly. All right. Okay, and moving on to our last story of the evening. I'll see if we have a couple of minutes for Q&A. How many of you guys remember when I talked about that VidAngel story? If you don't remember the VidAngel story, VidAngel is a streaming service where they basically blur out or cut out all of the, too risque parts of films. So if there's like, a sex scene, they'll blur it out. Or if there's cursing, they'll, silence it out. And you can watch the movies that you want to watch with your family. But if they're a little too risque, this streaming service, VidAngel, will make it PG so everybody can watch. Zephyrina can watch. Remember, VidAngel, they were doing this without permission from these big companies like Warner Brothers and Fox Studios and Disney, all that, and they got sued. They got a $62.4 million judgment against them. Now, keep in mind, VidAngel had only made about $3 million in revenue. And they were basically saying, look, we ain't got it. We don't got your $62.4 million, girl. Cut us a break. Well, VidAngel has gotten a break. The judge in that case, they have reduced VidAngel's judgment against them from $62.4 million to, a nice, respectable $9.9 million. Now, VidAngel, they still got a ways to go, but VidAngel also has 14 years to pay back this judgment against them by all of these major studios. Hopefully they're able to keep up with the payments, but while VidAngel's purpose was, I guess noble, they wanted people to be able to watch movies with their family without it being, too risque for the kids, or if you have a sensitive family members, you still have to get permission. You can't just start streaming movies. And what VidAngel was doing was buying one movie from the company so they'd get like a $10.99 movie from Target, upload it to their system, and then blur it out, right? Okay, Dr. Obed Magni said, they should have known better. Can't censor other people's work without owner's permission. Well, there is a federal act, the Family Movie Act, that allows you certain leeway with editing media, but VidAngel was totally distorting it. I'm not going to go into the Family Movie Act now because I can't find it, but look up the Family Movie Act because there are certain limitations to that. Margaret Massey said they altered the movies without permission. Absolutely. And they didn't do it right. It wasn't like you got a license from these companies, right? You bought one copy, you ripped it, you downloaded it onto your server, and then did what you wanted with it. That's not what you're supposed to do as a service, right? So VidAngel, they've got their judgment has been reduced from 62.4 million to 10 million, and they've got 14 years to pay it back. So what do you guys think about this alteration in their judgment? Do you think that they should have kept it at the $62.4 million? Do you think that this $9.9 million is still too much? What about the amount of time that they have to pay it back? Do you think that that's too much, too little? What do you guys think about the judge reevaluating how much VidAngel has to pay back for its copyright infringement? What y'all think? Hey, what y'all think? I think that this was a smart move on the court because it was either that or VidAngel was going to have to collapse, and Disney and all of those movie houses, they weren't going to get any money. So at least this way, they've got a trickle of money coming in over the next 14 years, and VidAngel can still stay in business. Shanique Jones thinks it's fair. I think it's fair too. Margaret Massey thinks reducing the judgment was okay. I totally agree. Because it's like you can't get blood from a stone, right? You can't get blood from a stone. But if we can reduce it to a reasonable amount and give you a payment plan, we can get you back on track. 76 Grimke said that's a reasonable amount. Right. Yeah, so good luck to VidAngel and your payment plan, to Disney, Fox, Sony, all Warner Brothers, all those. Hey, Tayomi. Hey, Trailblazing Beauty. Yes, but good luck to VidAngel and paying back that $10 million, okay? So those were the stories that I had for you tonight. To those of you who came in a little bit late, you can watch the replay on my IG IGTV. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. It's on Facebook. Zephyrina said they got lucky. It's a great idea. I wonder why they can't work together to provide this service for G-rated families. It's not that they can't provide it. The issue was that they did not get a proper license. Basically, they went to Target or went wherever, bought a single copy and uploaded it to their servers for alteration. Whereas they should have gone to these media houses, these media companies, and said, hey, we want families and G-rated crowds to be able to enjoy your work. Do we have permission to stream your movies? And that way they would have gotten a license so that these media companies, yes, they would get a share of every play that VidAngel provided for their subscribers. But they didn't do that. They said, hey, Disney, hey, Fox, take this $5 from this $19.99 I paid at Target, and that's what you get. As opposed to saying, okay, you get 3% of every view that that happens on our service. Okay, glad you got it, Zephyrina. All right. So those were the stories that I had for you guys. Do you have any questions? We're a little bit over time, but I wasn't on here Monday as well, so I can give y'all an extra 5 minutes if you want it. But if you don't have any questions on business formation, on the stories that we covered, we can end it here. Remember, we had the stories on Dilla and him being sued posthumously for copyright infringement. We had the Pixie and Smug Mug. They're collaborating to help you photographers protect your work better. Ahmaud Arbery's mother is very upset that there is a foundation using her son's name for financial gain. And VidAngel has gotten a discount on their damages. They only have to pay $10 million over the next 14 years to all of these powerhouse media houses. Moral of that story is get your licensing properly done. Stop trying to go the cheap route. All right. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we can break for the evening. I will be back tomorrow with more stories for you guys. Remember, if you have any issues with getting your own businesses off the ground, you don't want to end up like the people who end up on this show every night. Get your business life right. Hit your girl up. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. Let's talk. Let's figure out how to get you on solid business ground, okay? So this is where I leave you. Come join me tomorrow evening. You're welcome, Obed. Thank you, Margaret. It's always a lovely time to have you guys here. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourselves and good night. Bye.